Did you hold the button down to record? No.
Hit it once.
Okay. This is my family. This is this is Charlie Gatchell. Raise your hand, Charlie. And his lovely wife, Sherry. Raise your hand. And one of their daughters, Alexis. Elizabeth, raise your hand back there, darling. And my wonderful friend, Tom. This is my audience for this first speech. It's running, I think, right? Okay, are we ready? Okay. First of all, I want to thank everybody for taking the time and coming and being my guinea pigs and allowing me to present this speech in front of you. Hopefully I'll have something to say that will enlighten you or something that will change your life drastically. When I first thought about this assignment, I thought, you know, what do I have to offer? What can I say? Some of the other students were talking about, they were going to talk about their missions to Philippines. One guy was talking about his life in Canada, about roping. I thought, boy, I've had a pretty boring, tough life. So I thought, well, I haven't done anything amazing or that anybody would really want to hear about. And then I got to saying, then I got to thinking, well, I am an older student and I've lived a long time. I have seen a lot of things during my time, a lot of different events that children only read about in history now. I was home the day that Kennedy was shot. I was watching TV and I witnessed that on TV. I attended Lynn Junior High in Houston, Texas, which was the first school to be integrated, and I remember the National Guard escorting the buses of the black children and bringing them into the class, and we had National Guard people standing in our class because of the movement. Dr. King was regarded at that time as a civil rights, more of a problem, trying to get civil rights initiated instead of trying to help solve the problem. I remember riding on a bus in Houston where the black people had to sit at the back of the bus. And I remember that there were establishments that they could not go into. I saw the first man walk on the moon. I've also seen the first astronaut to go into space. My mother worked for NASA, and I had the opportunity to meet John Glenn and some of the other astronauts. And so I got to thinking, actually, I've actually lived history. So I have led a pretty interesting life. Keep going. Speaking doesn't come easily to me. I could not have done this 30 years ago when I was in school. I was very shy and withdrawn, so this is a new beginning for me. Can you roll that some to the next color? And so I'm doing many firsts, and at the age of almost 60, I'm doing a lot of things I have never done in my life. I'm finding out what life is all about. It wasn't until I was working as an occupational therapy assistant and began taking my college courses did I learn that I have learning disabilities, and that I really struggled through school all my life, but nobody ever took the time to find out what the problem was. So I have to work twice as hard for every good grade that I get at this time. Keep going. I am enjoying college now. I'm enjoying learning. I didn't like school when I was younger, and I think as an older person, I take the time to read the book. I take the time to learn the material. I appreciate it a lot more than I would have when I was younger. Recently, I heard a song on the radio that was by Lone Star. And one of the verses is, there are times in your life when you gotta crawl, lose your grip, trip and fall. When you can't lean on no one else, that's when you find yourself. I've been around and I've noticed that life is easy when the road is flat. Them danged old hills will get you every time. Yeah, the good Lord gave us mountains so we could learn to climb. I've always been a mountain girl. I like the person that I've now become. Keeps going. What do I hope to glean from this course? I hope to learn the tools to speak to a crowd in a way that they may benefit from my experience and knowledge. I hope that they take away some piece of speech that will make them say, I'm glad I came. So to my young classmates, enjoy your youth. Travel, explore, and learn from your experiences. Life is a journey. Tie a knot and hang on.